Hello everybody, welcome to Tuesday Night Live / YouTube video recording / podcast. And tonight, I hope that you can hear me because I'm now a YouTuber with, how many subscribers have I got? 105 subscribers last time I checked. I thought that my videos needed to be a bit more interesting. So we are in Cornwall. I'm just trying not to get attacked by a dog on the beach. Or I gave away my location or fall over. So I'm just walking down to the beach because I thought I'd show you the beach while I talk about content planning, content in general, and all of those kind of things as well. I appreciate quite a lot of people might be watching the tennis tonight because Serena Williams is on. So that's a really cool comeback and something super inspiring for female kind. I absolutely love tennis. And Serena Williams is awesome. So yeah, so I'll show you where I am. I'm hoping that I can find somewhere to sit. Like I say, it's Dogville, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of dogs around here. Hoping I can find somewhere to sit and talk to you about how you can really quickly plan your content within a few minutes. If you want to say hi in the comments, then feel free to do so. If you want to ask a question, I'd absolutely love that. I love answering questions on a live. So I will show you my view. Here we go. So we are here. Look at that. What a farm that is. How cool is that? Hello, hi Janine. So I'm going to carry on walking because I'm going to try and get as close to the sea as possible to do this live. So bear with me 1 second, it's just a couple of minutes walk. I've even brought my notes with me to hopefully do this live. So my first little thing that I want to say to everybody is while I'm walking, we've got someone who loves Cornwall, the Marshall family. I love Cornwall. Thank you for your comment. Does anyone else love Cornwall? So nice, isn't it? It's like, I feel like I'm in a different country to where I usually live in Derbyshire. I mean, it's very similar in terms of like the countryside, obviously not near the sea in Derbyshire, but the lifestyle, it's just so chill, isn't it? Everyone's so much more chilled out. Anyway, so I was just going to say that I need to tell every one of my followers this, and every one of my clients, every one of my members, everybody. Someone's here now, so I'm just going to pretend that I'm just really cool. Basically, I want you to be selling more. So I want you to be posting way more sales content. Hopefully you can still hear me because it's quite windy. Way more sales content, and I'm going to share with you how you can weave that into your content. Oh my goodness, there's loads of crows here as well, and a massive dog. Let's try and perch somewhere, and then I can read my notes to you. Maybe I'll go here, and let's see. Hopefully I don't get rained on either. It's all happening, isn't it? So, there's a massive dog. If it runs over to me and I start running, then it'll make a viral video, won't it? So, let's talk about content planning. So, basically, I know what it's like, obviously, being a female in business. Like, you go through these phases where you feel like you're super duper on it, you're selling, you're, feeling really good about it all, and then you're just like, something happens, and maybe your confidence is knocked a little bit, or you feel like, you're not on your A game, whatever happens. I've just got to show you the sea. It looks so nice. Look at that. How cool is that? Just doing a little Tuesday Night Live here. So yeah. What I want to say is don't be afraid to sell more. I've been through phases where I've been afraid of it before, and it just doesn't get you the results that you want. Basically, you're not here to build a fan club. You are here because you want to promote your business. You are here because you want to sell more of what you sell. So that is why you need to be posting way more sales content on Instagram, because otherwise you'll just be dancing around. You might dance in your reels, you might not, but what am I saying? You might be dancing around like there's a rainbow! No way! Can you see it? Look! I can't believe it. I'm so glad I came here. Oh my goodness, look. Look at the rainbow I'm shaking. Oh, that is so cool. I feel like that's a sign from the universe. Thank you, universe, for telling us all to sell. Oh my gosh, it's massive. I've got to say, look at that. Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Someone take a screenshot. Oh wow, that is so cool. It's amazing. Let's see if we can do the live in the angle of the, I'm gonna get a right sandy bottom. With a rainbow behind me. No way, that's so cool. Okay, sorry. I never know how many posts and what the ratio to value to sales. I'll speak about that. That is something that I'm going to cover. And also, would you say stories or grid posts gives most success? I'm going to talk about that as well. So let's get on with it. So basically what I was going to say, just to introduce, and it's been the longest introduction ever, so I apologise about that. I didn't realise it was going to take me so long to plod down to the beach. So I'm usually chasing a toddler, so it takes like 30 seconds. So this weekend, basically, I went for it. Posted way more sales content than I usually would. Ended up with 6 new members, which I'm so happy about. Like, thank you for joining, and thank you so much for being part of the Feckers membership. Really appreciate that. So it just shows you that basically if you just decide, you know what, I'm going to go for it, I'm going to post a bit more sales content, you will get the results that you desire. And it was just a really, really nice reminder for me that it is totally possible. So that's what I just wanted to say. I want you to be posting sales content on your stories every single day. So that should be your approach with stories. And how I approach it is I loop back round, and this is how I recommend that my clients do it as well, is looping back round. So what I mean by that is you might post, oh my goodness, saw a rainbow on the beach and blah, blah, blah happened and this and that. And also had a really amazing message from my client that said this. And if you want some help with your small business too, then hit me up, let me know, drop me a DM or tap on my story sticker. So you're looping back round all the time to what you do. So that's what I mean by just a really simple explanation of looping back round to what you actually sell. So that's what you should be doing on your stories every single day. And if you're not selling something, then maybe you should try bouncing people around. So you can also ask people to come and join your mailing list. That's another great thing that you can do on your stories. So if you have a freebie, you can talk about your freebie on your mailing list. Or on your stories, you can talk about if you've got a discount for people joining your mailing list. So what you're trying to do with your stories is you're trying to convert people in one way or another. So it's either them buy something, book with you, book a discovery call if that's what you offer, book a trial, whatever it may be, or convert onto your mailing list. With your actual posts, if you're a fairly new business, what I would recommend is posting 1 in 5 posts as a sales post. If you are more established and if you have a larger following, if you already get quite good engagement on your posts, if you already are attracting quite a lot of followers on a regular basis, I would say you can post more than 1 in 5, probably 2 or 3 in 5 as a sales post on your grid. Okay, so that would be the ratio, and hopefully that helps those who were asking that question. Just checking. There's still a rainbow. It's fading now, and there's loads of crows. I don't know what they're doing, but anyway, let's carry on. So, if you are in a launch period, and what I mean by a launch period, let me go this way so you can see the sea. What I mean by a launch period is if you are launching something new, or if you are having a push to sell something that you already sell or get more bookings for a particular treatment that you already offer. Then what I would do is I would be posting a sales piece of content at least once a day, but twice a day if you can. So that's if you're in a launch period, and you would probably do that for a good few days where you would go into like a full sales mode. You would be launching whatever it is you were launching, and you'd be posting a lot of sales content during that time. Okay, so if you want to plan your content in a few minutes for a whole week, because the problem that I come across, probably one of the biggest problems that I come across, is that people are taking too long to plan their content and to create their content. So what I want to do is I want to help as many people as possible to save that time but still get really effective results from their content. So, sorry, I'm trying to hold both of my phones and my notes. Not both my phones, my phone and my camera and my notes. So if you want to plan your content in a few minutes, you can do this now if you want to. So you can grab a pen and paper. So literally just grab a pen and paper, write it on the blooming back of a menu, write it on just any piece of paper, just grab a pen and paper. You're not going to need much space at all. At the top of the piece of paper, what you're going to do is you are going to write down your goal or your intention for that week. So your goal might be, I want to get X amount of bookings this week. I want to attract X amount of clients. I want to sell X amount of a particular product, or if it's a mixture of products, then you can do a mixture of your products as well. It could be an income target, but what you're going to do is you're going to give yourself an intention for that week. The idea is that with that intention in mind, with that particular product, with that particular offering, that particular thing that you want people to book in, you're going to use that as the inspiration for your topic of the week. So, for example, if I went back to salon life, so I used to have a salon for 10 years, and this is how we used to plan our content, and we used to get bookings. I'm scared of these crows. For the things that we wanted to get people to book in for, we used to get them on a regular basis, because this is how we used to plan our content, and this is how I basically plan my content now. So if we wanted to sell more eyebrow laminations, what we would do is for the whole week, we would talk about eyebrow laminations in all different ways. So the eyebrow lamination would be our topic, and we would talk about the problems that the eyebrow lamination solves. Sorry, got hair in my face. So we would talk about the problems that the eyebrow lamination solved with people's eyebrows. So it made them look fuller, it made them stay in position, it made them look darker, made them look more defined, it gave people more confidence, etc, etc, etc. So what we would do is that would be then our topic for the week. Then what we'd do is we'd write down the days of the week. So write down Monday to Sunday. Write down the dates that you're of that particular week, and then what you're going to do is you're going to decide which days of the week you're going to post on. So in an ideal world, if I was advising you and you were my client, I would say I want you to be posting about 5 times a week. So you could decide, I'm going to post on Monday to Friday, and then I am going to have Saturdays and Sundays off. So you may decide that you want a couple of days off just for pure sanity reasons, or if you're happy to go the full 7 days, you can. But what I would say is have a couple of posts scheduled, because it's just going to help you and give you that sort of breathing room, because I really do advise that as a small business owner, you give yourself plenty of moments to breathe, because otherwise you'll just burn out. It can become so intense, and especially if you are on the sort of Instagram content treadmill, make sure that you have some posts in the bank so you can have them scheduled. So you're going to write down the days of the week, the dates, and then you're going to write down any standout dates as well. So any days that are maybe on the national or the international calendar that you want to cover within your content, any days that actually mean anything to you as a business owner. So it could be that you write down that it's your business birthday, you write down that it could be your own birthday. I'm just trying to think of some examples. It could be a particular milestone for your business, so you need to write those down as well on your little piece of paper. And we've got a comment, support to enhance said, you're right, it can be all so consuming, it really, really can. So this is why it's important to give yourself breaks and also be really kind to yourself as well when it comes to this journey. And don't compare yourself to anyone else. I know I talk about this a lot, but please don't compare yourself to anyone else, and don't let the internet make you feel like you are behind, because you are absolutely not. You are just at a different stage in your journey, and it will always feel like I need to be doing more, I need to be doing more, I need to be doing more. What you need to be doing is what you can do in your capacity. Okay, so then you're going to decide the days that you are actually going to post. So as I say, you might decide Monday to Friday, you might decide I'm going to post Monday, Wednesday and Friday. You decide those days and put a little mark next to those days. I keep wondering why I'm not a millionaire yet. I keep wondering that too, but to be fair, I'm just living my best life, doing lives on a Cornish beach. I'm okay with that. It's cool. I'm happy to live my journey. So like all these Instagram gurus, yeah, I've got a lot to say about that, but I'm not going to talk about that now. Okay, so then you're going to decide what type of content you're going to post. So are you going to post a reel on a Monday, a carousel on a Tuesday, a picture on a Wednesday, a reel on a Thursday, and go live on a Friday? You don't have to go live at all if you don't like it. I personally really like it, but it just depends on what you like doing. So you're going to ask yourself, okay, so what am I going to post? And something that I find that saves me so much time is having a patterned post plan. So what I mean by a patterned post plan is every single week you decide what your pattern is going to look like. So are you going to do Monday reel, Tuesday carousel, Wednesday reel, Thursday carousel, Friday reel? Like, it doesn't have to be like that, but that's just an example. And you could do that every week. And if you do that every week, think about how much time and how many less decisions you're going to have to make every week when you are content planning. So that's what I've found being a small business owner and being a mum as well in business. Try and take as many decisions out of the equation as possible. If that means that you have a capsule wardrobe and you wear similar things, hence me and my fleece, as always, if that means you eat the same meals every week, whatever it is, try and take out as many decisions as possible. So when it comes to your marketing, give yourself a little pattern that you can do every single week. Then you're going to decide a prompt. So you're going to give yourself, I'm going to start walking back. I'm just a bit worried because, there's dogs and crows and stuff, so I'm going to start walking back. And it's getting a bit cloudy. So, she says, it is cloudy over there, I promise. So you're then going to decide your prompts. So what I mean by your prompt is your idea for that day. So are you going to do an entertaining reel? And this is a real idea that I've got that I need my kids to do with me. I want them all to lie on the floor and pretend that they're hurt. They're obviously not hurt. And then I've got to go and get my phone and call 999, but then I get stuck on reels. That's so funny. So that would be my prompt. I'm like, 999, kids on the floor, reel. So you just literally write a prompt for yourself. Or it might be educational carousel about X topic. Or it might be controversial talking head reel about this topic. So you're going to give yourself literally just a sentence prompt for each day. It might be a client story about a particular topic that you're sharing about that week, or a particular success story that relates to what you want to sell more of. And that is literally it. So on a tiny bit of paper, in a few minutes, you can plan your content for the whole week. So those first few steps that I spoke about that aren't the prompts, you could have them as the same steps every week. You could be posting on the same days every week, the same type of content every single week. And honestly, it will make your life so much easier. Don't feel like you need to reinvent the wheel every time you are going to plan your content. So that is how you will do it within literally a few minutes. So, I'm out of breath now because I got passionate then, didn't I? And I really enjoyed talking about that and being on the beach and seeing a rainbow. So if you want even more content ideas, if you want even more support, if you want a strategy in place so you feel in control of where your next client is coming from, where your next sale is coming from, what your projected business is going to look like, then I would love to support you. So I run something called the Female Entrepreneur Content Club, and I'm telling you about this tonight because I am guilty for not doing what I said at the start of this live, at the start of this video. So if you are catching the end of this, I want you to go back to the start when I post it and listen, because I was telling you about selling more. And I want to tell you more about what I do, because what I can do can really, really help. It can help your business so much. Your business can become unrecognisable. Someone posted and commented on my post the other day, like, signing up for you changed my life. And I was like, that's just absolutely insane. that could have helped so much, but it was really, really kind of her to say that, and I'm so proud of her, and I'm so proud of myself for helping her on her journey as well, and helping her to have that success and that freedom and the time that she has back, and doing what she loves every single day. Just seeing if I've gone back to the right place. I think I have. So the Female Entrepreneur Content Club, it's £50 a month, and it's for 12 months. It's a lifetime membership, so you don't have to pay after that. It's just a 12 months thing, and then you're in forever and ever. We do content plans every single month, so you will never ever look at a blank screen again and think, I don't know what to post. You will never have that feeling where you're like, I don't know how to sell on Instagram. You'll never have that feeling where you're like, oh gosh, I don't know who to ask this question to. I don't know who to get support from, because we are literally there to support you to get to your goals. The Marshall family, she joined yesterday. Amazing. So we also have in there practically like an entire course that will give you the strategy that you need to implement on Instagram to be able to grow your business. And you'll also get community. So we have over 750 people, females in business, in our community who are from all different industries and at all different stages of their journey, and they're all so supportive. I think we have like a repellent for non-supportive people, because our community is so supportive. You also get an accountability hours, so if it is that you need holding accountable to actually do the stuff that you need to do, we also include that. So it's like 5 things in one. So you'll get in your content plans, you'll get in your course, you'll get in your weekly trainings, you'll get in your accountability hour, and you'll get in the community as well. So actually, for everything that you're getting, and the fact that people do business inside the community, it is really awesome. So if you want some more information, you want to chat to me about it, then just drop me a DM, because I'd love to talk to you about that more. I hope that you enjoyed my video about selling more, and I hope that you enjoyed the part about content planning as well. I've got my little microphone on. I always call this my little dickhead microphone. Probably shouldn't call it that, should I? Might get banned from YouTube for that, but you know, who cares? No, I'm joking, I do care. So if you want to watch this again, you're probably best to watch it on YouTube, because the volume will be a lot clearer. It might be a bit blustery if you watch it on the old Instagram. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining me for my little live, and the rainbow was so sweet, and I didn't get attacked by any dogs or crows. You can hear the seagulls now, they're coming out too, and I hope that you have a lovely rest of the evening, and as I say, let me know if you do need any further support.